Hi, I'm Varsha and I'm a second year medical student. Today I'm going to be talking about the top 5 wrong reasons to become a doctor. Reason number 1, your family wants you to do medicine. I mean, there are a lot of parents who fantasize about their kids becoming doctors, or just because they were a doctor, they want their children to become doctors. But you know how long and strenuous a medical degree can actually be. So would you actually want to do it because of that? And people who do it because of that reason and they have no passion, they end up dropping out. So never do medicine just because your family wants you to do it. That is not a good reason at all. Don't do medicine just because you get high grades in school. That's seriously not a reason. There are so many other careers that you can do if you feel like you have the intelligence or the capability. But don't do medicine just because you think, oh, I'm smart, so I'll just become a doctor. Because that's seriously not enough in medicine. You need to love talking to patients. You need to love the healthcare side of things. You need to be okay with actually communication that way, and you need to want to help people in a scientific way. There are so many people who get really high grades in medical school, but then by the end of the 6 years they realize that, oh, they actually don't want to do medicine, they want to pursue a career in academia or something else, and they realize that maybe they would have been better doing off a different science degree or getting a PhD in something. So don't just do medicine because you think that you get high grades and you're smart, so you should do medicine, because that is not the default option. You need to be a little bit smart, but you also need to have the passion and motivation for doing it. That's how you'll actually stay in the career and prosper in the career. Number 3, don't do medicine just because you think it's prestigious and it's cool to be called a doctor or just to be respected in society. There are so many things that you could be doing. There are like so many other careers which are respected just as well, and maybe even more than medicine. So don't just do medicine just because you think that you want that kind of respect, because that is just not an enough reason. That's not you being passionate enough to do something like that. Number 4, don't just do medicine because you want to make a lot of money. Trust me, especially in the UK, you do not make that much money as a doctor, and that shouldn't be your sole purpose at all, because there are lives at stake and you shouldn't want to sign up to something so long which literally defines the rest of your life just because you think you want to make money. There are plenty of other ways to make more money than even being a doctor. So just don't do medicine because you think you want a high salary or something like that. Doctors do get paid well in other countries, but even then you won't stick throughout the whole profession and you'll end up leaving if that is the sole reason why you choose to do medicine. Number 5, don't do medicine just because you were inspired by the work of one other doctor. There are so many people who are like, they had a experience in healthcare, for example, a family member got sick and then they just started researching about the medical profession and they liked it, so they just jumped right into it. Just because you've had an experience of looking at one doctor and seeing the work they do and just being inspired by that, that is not exactly enough to be a doctor. That one experience should not be the reason why you want to do medicine. It should be it should be a desire that you have within yourself already, and that can be strengthened by that. That sole thing cannot be the purpose. It can be a factor, but it should not be the main reason why you actually have chosen the profession. And if you don't really have that motivation from before, if you don't have that motivation apart from just the fact that you were inspired that one time, you won't even have the skills to become a good doctor, and then you probably won't be able to last that long and you'll just burn out and you won't be able to feel as happy as you thought you would feel.